Hi everyone, my name is Adley Wong and I am so excited that you're here today. I'm excited because if you're watching my video, it means that you're not gonna let sesamoiditis stop you and you're ready to get better. I know that this injury can be very frustrating and discouraging at times, and I definitely had my own ups and downs, and it only felt like it was just yesterday when I had this problem. I remember I was working one day and I was getting up, and as I was getting up, I had severe and sharp stabbing pain in my right toe. And I instantly knew that something was very wrong because I couldn't put any weight on it. And I actually booked an appointment to see the doctor right away. They referred me to the podiatrist. And the podiatrist was actually very reassuring in the beginning. He said, you probably have a sprain, put him in a boot. Things should get better soon. But things did not get better soon. In fact, it felt like every other week I went back and the diagnosis kept changing. I started becoming discouraged and I got second opinions, third opinions. Eventually, they at least figured out that it was pain in the sesamoid area. But even with that diagnosis, they didn't have a good treatment plan for me. And at one point, the pain got so bad that they recommended surgery. And I remember 3 different providers recommending 3 different surgeries, even though it's the same area. And I just knew that, someone was wrong, right? And surgery is one of those things that it should be a last resort, right? And once you do it, you can't ever go back. So I am a healthcare provider and I decided to do my own research. And they're right. In the literature, there isn't a lot in terms of how you get better from this. So I started looking for examples. I went online and see what do other people with this injury do? And it felt like it was horrible. People just weren't doing well at all. People were in chronic pain. They couldn't work anymore. They become a shell of who they used to be. And it was very discouraging. Some of them actually ended up being on disability. And, unfortunately, the worst thing happened for me. I ended up getting in so much pain that I literally was calling out of work every other day. And I couldn't work like that anymore. So I ended up having to go on disability, which was my worst nightmare. It was actually one of the lowest points in my life because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't work anymore. I ended up moving in with my mom. And I just felt like I didn't know where to turn to next because if the healthcare providers didn't have any answers for me and I couldn't find the answers, how am I ever going to get better? And I was so discouraged and I wanted to give up so many times. And thankfully, my mom, she's an amazing woman. She wouldn't let me give up. And my friends and family, they've been so supportive. And if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be standing here in front of you. And I remember one of my lowest points, I actually prayed to God. And I prayed that if I ever got better, if I can ever walk again, first of all, I would never take it for granted. And second of all, I would help other people on this journey because there isn't a lot of information out there. Now, I'm not, I don't have all the answers. And I'm not able to rock climb or run or do anything crazy yet. But I'm able to walk and I'm able to work. The other day, I actually did a 3-mile hike. And that was amazing for me. I had no pain. And more recently, I ended up taking a trip to Tokyo. And this trip was especially special to me because I was so afraid of going on an international trip, having to navigate the airport and taking all those steps. Like, what if I couldn't do it, right? And my sister just wouldn't take no for an answer. She said, Adley, you have to live a more open life. You can't live so limited. And she says, you can take all the trains, all the buses, all the taxis you want, but you're coming on this trip. And I'm so glad she made me go because I found out that I was able to do 20,000 steps and I did not have any pain. I was able to do 20,000 steps back to back on consecutive days. And it made me realize that, I didn't do everything right in the recovery. In fact, I did many wrong things. But the fact that I was able to go from not able to walk, having setbacks all the time, to being able to walk for 3 miles, 20,000 steps or more on consecutive days without pain means I must have done at least one thing right. And if I can share that one thing with you and help you on your path to recovery, it would mean the world to me because I know how hard it is. And the fact that you are watching our video, it means that you don't believe in living a limited life. You believe that you deserve a full life. And I believe that too.